Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Rocky Mountain Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. I am Kelsey, and I will be your facilitator tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A or question and answer button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time during tonight. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of the many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for more. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/RMACAC. Thank you all for coming tonight. I will now turn it over to our presenters. And I believe first up, we have Embry-Riddle. Oh, nope, I apologize. We have Prescott College first. So Annie, feel free to take it away whenever you're ready.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm so glad to see you tonight. My name is Annie McGarry, and I'm the Associate Director of Admissions at Prescott College. I'm regionally located in the Denver metro area. We're a small liberal arts college located in Prescott, Arizona. Prescott, Arizona is gorgeous. Sitting at 5,000 elevation in central Arizona, we have over 360 hiking and biking trails in our four-season weather, where temperatures range between 30 and 90, and we have about 277 days of sunshine per year. We have 350 students on our campus, and we are so proud of our self-directed career-focused curriculum. With small class sizes of 14 and an 11-to-1 student-faculty ratio, we are focused on experiential, interdisciplinary liberal arts education. At Prescott College, we want students to forget the standard one-size-fits-all degree. So our students have a chance to design their degree plans right down to the classes they want to take. We like to say at Prescott College, no two degrees are the same. Through Prescott College, students have the ability to earn a Bachelor of Arts, a Bachelor of Science, or a Bachelor of Fine Arts. And they can do this through our degrees in adventure education, psychology and human development, education, environmental studies and sustainability, sustainable food systems, and cultural and regional studies, as well as arts and humanities. This is where passion meets purpose. So we offer guaranteed internships with research opportunities as well. And we also have a tuition-free accelerated master's program. I specifically love this one because this is where students can earn a bachelor's and master's degree in 5 years. And as freshmen, students receive their last year paid for. So this is a huge cost and time saver. As you can see on the slide, we're on a block schedule at this time. So an example of it is on the screen. And in the fall of 2021, we're moving to a block hybrid. So it'll be kind of a block and a semester base, just so students have the ability to spend a little bit more time in each class. We also have partnerships with Arizona Serve, which is a branch of the Peace Corps, ECOSA, and the Green Mountain Center for Sustainability. Here on this screen, you can see a few of our students' favorite classes. So rock climbing and geology, backcountry skiing and avalanche training, into the creeks and canyons are a few of our favorite adventure education classes. But we also have a few favorites like the F word, feminism, women, and social change. And then we also love sudden fiction, the art of the very short story, just to name a few. Although we're a really small school, we have amazing international and domestic opportunities for travel. And so students are able to study at one of our 2 research centers. One is in Kino Bay, Mexico, and the other is in Mas Island, Kenya. We also have a sister school in Norway and classes in Costa Rica. We're a part of both EcoLeague and CL, 2 consortiums where students have the opportunity to travel to either for a semester or 2. These consortium exchanges options are great because they expand students, faculty, and peer communities. We also have on-campus housing available to all students. Because we require it for all first-time Prescott College students, our group of students living in the village includes current students, transfer, and first-time college students. So it's a pretty eclectic group. We have an amazing student support center, which includes free tutoring, career services, and much more. We also have about 15 different clubs and organizations on campus, as well as on-campus dining, a student activity center, library, and meeting spaces. Our application is free both on the Common App as well as through our personal application. We are on rolling admissions and do not have scholarship or application deadlines. We review applications through a holistic review process. So we have been test optional for years, and we really are looking at you as the entire student. We do offer merit-based scholarships that range between 15 and 25,000 for first-time freshmen, and these scholarships are stackable with other need-based aid. If you're a transfer student, we also offer scholarships that range between 13 and 19,000, again, depending on GPA. We have been in person for all of 2020 and 2021 with zero COVID spread, which we're really excited about. And we're really looking forward to welcoming our new students to campus this fall. Please reach out. My contact information is here. So let me know if you have any additional questions. And thank you so much for your time tonight.
Awesome. Thank you, Annie. That was wonderful. We are going to go ahead and move right along to our next school. And I believe next up we have Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for being here tonight. My name is Tina Barr. I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Love it when I get to follow up after Prescott College. They always do such a good job describing Prescott, Arizona. We have our Prescott, Arizona campus. In addition to that, we also have our worldwide entity as well as our Daytona campus. So I will talk a little bit about both of those. To kick things off, I'm just going to share a quick video with everybody.
Yes, data. High fluid thermal conditioning, not required, Max. Correct flight. GC, go. Guidance, go. FIDO, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. ECOM, go. FAO, go. ACO, go.
One of the reasons I love to start things off with that video, just so you get kind of a better sense of the campus and the community. But in addition to that, over 90% of the students on our campus are undergraduate students. So everything in the video that you saw, the laboratories, the students, the faculty, everything is truly meant for our undergraduate students. And I do think that's one reason why we continue to be so highly ranked. A couple of quick facts I'll share with you about the university, but we have been ranked #1 in aerospace engineering by US News and World Report for about 20 years now. We do have the first and only College of Security Intelligence in the nation. We do also have one of my favorite programs on the Daytona campus, Aerospace Physiology, which is an amazing pre-med program. They do have 100% acceptance into medical schools. We also are an ABET accredited institution, not just for engineering, but also for cybersecurity. It's a pretty big deal for cybersecurity. We are now one of only 8 universities in the entire world that have an ABET accreditation tied to cybersecurity. We also have some of the highest return on investment, that's that ROI there in the nation, meaning that when you graduate, you are going to make a lot of money. A little bit about the Daytona campus. The Daytona campus is about 7,000 students. The average class size is 27 students. We do like those small class sizes. We don't even have spaces on our campus for those larger lecture rooms. All of our classes are quite small. And all of our courses are actually taught by the professors as well. So we don't have TAs, master's students, or PhD students coming in and taking over the classrooms. And the courses that you take with us are taught by the professors. So when you add that small class size, in addition to the fact that you have the professor there, you really get to know them, which is great when it comes to helping with getting research projects, internships, and jobs after you graduate. We are small campuses, but we are very competitive in sports. If you have questions about a specific sport, you're welcome to reach out to me in the chat. We also have Air Force, Army, Navy, ROTC. We also have a Marine Corps contingency off of the Prescott campus as well. The Prescott campus is about 3,000 students to Daytona's 7,000. Average class size is still small with a 24 there. Again, quite competitive in sports. If you have any specific questions about ROTC or sports, you're welcome to reach out to me. We do have 94% of our students that do graduate within 1 year and have a job specific to their degree. So these are not students that are working for Postmates or Instacart or waiting for a real job to come along. These are students that have a job specific to their degree, and that is in light of all current events. That is an up-to-date number. The application process is rolling. So we are accepting applications, and over 90% of our students do receive some type of financial aid, either merit-based or need-based. You are welcome to reach out if you'd like to take a quick screenshot or a photo with your phone of this. This is contact information for both of the campuses, as well as a waiver code for the application. If you would like to apply, you can use that waiver code there, that PCMS. And again, just reach out if you have any questions about any specific degree programs.
Awesome. Thank you, Tina. Just a reminder to our attendees tonight that you can use the question and answer or Q&A button at any time to our presenters. But next up, we have Grand Canyon University.
Hi, everyone. So excited to be on with you guys tonight. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and we are just going to kind of talk a little bit about Grand Canyon University. So unlike Grand Canyon University, we are located a little bit, I guess, south of Prescott in Phoenix, Arizona. So if you're looking for a little bit warmer of a place to go, that's kind of where we're located. But a little bit about myself. My name is Sarah Tejeda. I'm an admissions counselor for GCU, regionally located in Grand Junction, Arizona, Colorado. So we're just going to kind of go over some of our campus offerings along with tuition and scholarship, that sort of thing. Something that's really cool about us is we don't charge any out-of-state tuition. So we are as affordable as a state school, if not a little bit cheaper. And we also offer over 200 hands-on degree programs and rated #6 best dorms in America by Niche. This is a little bit of what our campus living looks like. Our oldest dorm was built in 2008. We offer 19 dorms and apartments for our incoming freshmen to choose from. Our incoming freshmen are not required to live on campus, but most students do. We offer accommodations for 4 and 6 students in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom dorm, so definitely no communal bathrooms. We also offer single occupancy apartments that students are able to choose from, as well, with a full kitchen. A little bit about what our dining is like at GCU. So we are on like a dining dollar plan. So you use your meal card like a Visa card. We have over 20 different dining options for students to choose from, such as Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Qdoba, healthy options. We have just built a 5,000 square foot grocery store and things like that. We are a larger campus. There's tons of fun stuff for students to do on our campus. We are a campus of about 20,000 on-ground students. So we definitely, are a little bit bigger than some other schools, but we do have lots of fun things for students to enjoy, such as state-of-the-art gym facilities, rock climbing wall. We have a bowling alley, tons of game areas, a fully outfitted esports arena, if that's something you're interested in. Over 80 student-led clubs based upon different student interests, over 22 club sports that compete nationwide. And then also we offer seasonal intramural sports, and all of that is going to be included in your activity fee, with the exception of our club sports teams. We are a faith-based school. Like I said, we are a Christian school. So we don't actually make any students sign a statement of faith. So you don't have to be a Christian to attend GCU. All of our spiritual life activities are optional for students, but we do offer a very robust spiritual life for our students to be able to take advantage of, such as 3 chapels per week. We have over 300 small groups, missions trips that go out every year, and tons of community outreach events, such as like homeless ministry and women's ministry, those types of things that we do. And then these are some of our academics that we offer. These are not all of them. Like I said, we have over 200 degree programs. So these are kind of just highlights of the programs that we do offer. You can kind of take a look at what that looks like a little bit more specific to you, what you're looking for on our website. But we do also offer small class sizes taught by your professor, so not like a teacher's assistant or a master's student. And we do have industry partners within a lot of our programs. So this gives students really great opportunities to get internships, lots of hands-on work that you get within these programs, and also study abroad opportunities as well. So if you're looking to kind of expand and go somewhere else to study for a semester, we also offer that programming as well. Just to kind of go over cost really briefly. So with your room and board, tuition, books, taxes, fees, parking, everything, it's about $27,000 for the year before any scholarship or financial aid is applied. We do award students their scholarships based upon GPA or ACT or SAT. So it's whatever's highest. We give students that option. So just for an example, say I have a 3.0, but I got a 24 on the ACT. I would go from getting the Antelope Scholarship to the Dean Scholarship. And our scholarships, you don't have to apply for them. They are automatically awarded upon receipt of your transcript, showing one of your qualifying scores. And those are renewable up to 4 academic years, with the exception of the nursing program. This is our application. So we don't have like any deadlines. We have rolling admissions as well. Basically acceptance to GCU is a 3.0 unweighted GPA, or it's a 2.5 unweighted GPA with a 19 on the ACT or a 1,000 on the SAT. And then it's free application, which is really awesome. It takes about 10 minutes to apply. So it's super easy. And then for students that want to visit campus, as you're kind of looking into visiting some colleges, we offer free overnight, all expense paid visits to our campus. There's no obligation. You don't have to register to GCU. It's just a great way for students to be able to check us out. And then this is my contact information. If you guys have any questions, you definitely feel free to reach out to me directly, or you can send something to me in the chat as well. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Sarah. That was wonderful. Next, we are going to be moving right along to Western Washington University. So whenever you are ready, feel free to take it away.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. My name is Tina Castillo. I am an admissions counselor at Western Washington University. I work a lot with students locally here in the state of Washington, but I do work with our out-of-state students, particularly in the Colorado and Arizona area. So I look forward to connecting with you all from those states. I am going to share my screen here and do a little presentation for you. So let me back up just a bit because I like to really show people where we are located, because that is a big sort of attraction or feature of our university. It's so wonderful and beautiful where we are located. We are located in Bellingham, Washington, up in the northwest corner of the state of Washington. We are about an hour and a half north of Seattle. We are a coastal city, but we have the unique and wonderful opportunity to be located near the North Cascades. So if you're really into snow sports, maybe want to explore water sports, we have it all. So Western Washington University, it's a public university. So if you are not a resident of Washington, you will be paying non-resident tuition. However, we are part of the Western Undergraduate Exchange, or WUI for short, and I'll talk more about that in a moment. We are a medium-sized school. Our enrollment size is just over 16,000 students. Each new incoming class is just over 3,000 students. Majority of students are Washington residents, being a state university within the Washington state. The majority of our students are undergraduates, so we are considered a teaching first undergraduate focused liberal arts university. And you see these other statistics here, which really highlight Western's mission and value of providing a high quality, transformative, hands-on, immersive academic experience to our students. Not only through our academic programs, but to the many internship and career opportunities that we have available, as well as studying abroad around the world. A little bit more about Bellingham and a map here to help you understand more of where we're located. It's a wonderful city right on the coast. So we have those charming features of coastal cities with coffee shops and places to walk around, but we also are a good sized city where we have all the amenities plus lots of ways to have fun, including local restaurants and of course all kinds of shopping. It also has a really vibrant downtown area, which is walking distance from campus. It's just 15 minutes. And we are an outdoor lovers paradise, as I had mentioned. We've been featured nationally as like best college for hikers, top 25 best college and skiing and snowboarding colleges, best pedaling town. So we love to get outdoors here in Washington. We have over 175 academic programs to choose from. We organize them in 7 majors: popular majors, education, environmental science, including marine biology, computer science, pre-med, psychology, and business. We also offer an honors program. It's a great opportunity to have smaller class sizes. They do require a separate application, but an awesome opportunity to take advantage of. We don't have a Greek life, so you won't find fraternities or sororities on campus, but we have over 250 student clubs, as well as the option to live on campus. So we're optional to live on campus as a first-year freshman, and we have all kinds of opportunities to support our students, whether that's helping choose a major, helping find a job, or maybe getting help with your math and all of your papers that you're writing. So our application is on our own website. Go to Western Admissions website to complete the application. Test scores are optional, but we do require an essay and resume of activities list. There is a $60 application fee. Also, we do have a Tell Us More essay if there's anything additional you want to include in your application, particularly if you were impacted by COVID, maybe it impacted your grades. You'll want to apply by January 31st. And of course, apply for financial aid. Your application will automatically be considered for the WUI scholarship, as well as our other non-resident scholarships, and those are based on academic merit. And of course, if you have any questions at all, please contact us. Our website has lots of information. We also offer virtual campus tours, and my contact information is listed there, and I'll also include it in the chat if you have any questions going forward. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Tina. I will go ahead and turn it over to our last presenter, and that is Amethyst from Washington State University. So whenever you're ready, take it away.
All right, I'm going to share my screen so that everybody can see this presentation. I'm glad that we're going right after Western, because now we're in the Washington vein. WSU Pullman is actually clear across the state on the eastern side of Washington. My computer loads. Oh no. I'll just tell you a little bit about myself while we're waiting for this to go. So my name is Amethyst. I graduated from WSU in 2017. My full-time job is to make sure that I'm ensuring that your path to WSU is as smooth and successful as possible. A little bit about the location. I know I mentioned we're across the state from Western. As you can see on this map, we are on basically as far east as you can get without being in the state of Idaho. We're about 10 minutes away from Moscow, Idaho, and about an hour south of Spokane. We do have 6 campuses total, but today we'll be talking about the Pullman campus. If you're interested in any of the other campuses, we do have a resource online, choose.wsu.edu, where you can compare and contrast all of the campuses. Our Pullman campus is our largest campus. We have about 20,000 students on campus. 18,000 of them are undergraduate students, so students getting their first bachelor's degree. Each year we welcome about 4,000 new freshmen and about 1,000 transfer students. We are the second largest school in the state of Washington, but we do believe in having hands-on access to all of the material that you're learning. So our student to faculty ratio is going to maintain at about 16:1. What that breaks down to is about 80% of our classes are 60 students or less. About 60% of our classes are 30 students or less. So even at a large state school like WSU, you're going to get hands-on experience and you're going to be able to form consistent relationship with your peers and good relationships with your faculty mentors. About 30% of our students identified as multicultural. About 34% of our students said they're the first one in their family to attend an institution of higher education. We do have students from all 50 states and 106 countries represented on our campus. We'll skip over that. As far as what you can do, so Pullman is a little bit more remote than some of the other colleges that we've talked about. Pullman, as I mentioned, is a relatively large campus, but it's in a small town. So the town population of Pullman is about 30,000. Student population at WSU is 20,000, which means that 2/3 of the people living in Pullman are students at the university. So everything that happens in Pullman is going to happen at the university. This is a couple examples of things that are going on within the WSU campus. We are a part of the Pac-12 Athletic Conference, the same conference as ASU and U of A. We do have a student entertainment board, which is a group of students that bring the fun and the feel of the big city to our small town in Pullman, Washington. They've brought artists like Khalid, G-Eazy, Florida Georgia Line, and loads of others in the past. They've played for $4 a ticket instead of $100 at their usual rate. We've got over 400 student clubs, and about 25% of our undergraduate student population are involved in the Greek community. If you're interested in any of those things, studentinvolvement.wsu.edu is going to have a breakdown of all of the fun activities we have available on campus. To get into the academic sector, we do have over 200 fields of study at WSU. Usually that means that we've got the field of study that you're interested in, but if you're looking at our academics website and you're not seeing your field of study listed, feel free to reach out to your admissions counselor or myself, and I would be happy to point you in the right direction. Sometimes we just call them something a little bit different, so we would always be happy to have a conversation with you. All of our degrees on campus will have a research component because we are a Tier 1 R1 research university. Basically just fancy language to say we get the highest amount of federal funding to produce cutting edge research. One reason that that's really important to you as a student is that because we are an undergraduate campus, you can get hands-on research as an undergraduate, even as early as your freshman year. That's going to set you apart from all other applicants for the same jobs, internships, and graduate schools that you're applying to. Our application opens in about mid-August. Our application is not a part of the Common App, but it is a pretty quick application found right on our website. Just going to give us some basic information about yourself and then submit your high school transcripts. We're no longer considering test scores as a factor in our admissions decisions. So we're going to be looking at your grade trends throughout time. We want to see that you've been a great student over time. We don't want to see that you've gotten a really bad case of senioritis and your grades are starting to tank off in the past couple of years. If you have any grade trends that you'd like to discuss, again, our admissions representatives, our full-time job is to be your inside advocate. So if you want to have a discussion while our application doesn't require any written statements, we're always happy to work with you to provide one if that is something that you would like to boost your application for admission. We do offer scholarships for out-of-state freshmen. These are given at the time of admission if you qualify. For our Cougar Award, students that have an unweighted 3.2 to 3.59 high school GPA automatically qualify for $7,000 a year at the time of admission. For students that have a 3.6 or higher unweighted GPA, automatically are going to get $11,000 per year to attend WSU. That brings the cost down to just about in-state rate, and it is renewable for 4 years while you're on campus. The only thing you have to do is maintain good academic standing at WSU. And since we know that you were a stellar student before applying, we are sure that you're going to do great at WSU as well. We do have some important deadlines to note. January 31st is our admission priority date. So if you are not a senior this year and you're looking to apply in the future, January 31st is going to be a huge date for you. That's our application deadline, our scholarship deadline, and our financial aid deadline. If you are a senior and you're still considering your options because it's been an unusual year, you are welcome to still apply. WSU is a rolling admissions institution, so we will continue to admit students until our class has hit capacity. May 1, national deadline, but it's also the day that we would like to hear that you'd like to be a Coug. So we will hold your seat at WSU until May 1st. And then after that, we open it up to the waiting list. Classes always begin in about the 3rd week of August, and we do release in the 1st week of May every single year. So we're the only semesters institution in the state of Washington. We do 16-week semesters. We do start earlier, but then we get out of classes earlier as well, which guarantees you kind of first access to jobs and internships over the summertime. That's a super brief introduction to WSU. This is my personal contact information. Feel free to take a picture or record it, and I would be happy to work with you on your way to WSU.
Awesome. Thank you, Amethyst, and thank you to all of our presenters who just presented. I will ask all of our presenters to turn on the cameras and join us back on screen as we will go ahead and I'm going to pose some questions to our presenters tonight. I'll go ahead and share my screen so the attendees can see them as well. But we'll just go from beginning to the end of the order of list of presenters today. First question I'm going to ask you guys is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And I believe we start with Annie.
Hello again. Okay, so the advice that I would give for beginning the search process is to, I'm a list person, so I'm going to say make a list of the things that are important to you. So that might include like the academics and the scholarships, but make sure that that also includes some of the fun stuff as well. So what are the communities like? Is that something that's really important to you in terms of Greek life or football and things of that nature? And then I would make another list of all the colleges that you are like in the top 10 and everything that you want from them.
I would share with you guys that I am first generation in my family to attend college. And I do think it's really important to really have a mindset that you can really attend any college or university that you are really passionate or interested in. There is so much money out there when it comes to scholarships and funding, either through the university or external scholarships. So, don't be afraid to really reach out to those colleges and ask them advice on how to be able to afford it so that you really truly can attend any university that you see as your dream.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of echo what Annie was saying. I definitely would be intentional about, where you submit your application. So doing research prior and kind of breaking down what is important to you as far as like location, what programs that they offer, and then what the community aspect is like. So lots of, different clubs to offer, lots of different fun things that you'll be doing since, especially if you'll be an out-of-state student. But that's what I would say for that. Mm-hmm.
I like the list idea. Think about what you want out of the college or what type of experience that you want. And then also talking to the current students who work in the admissions office and asking them questions. They're a really great resource.
Yeah, I would echo what everybody else said. Whenever I'm working with my students, the 3 criteria that we use are campus, community, academics, and financial fit. So if you're taking all 3 of those into consideration using the tips that have already been provided, I think you're going to be off to a really great start.
Awesome. Great answers, you guys. Next question I would like to ask is, what is your favorite event or tradition on campus?
So at Prescott College, we have a very unique orientation. It's the first class that you take with us. And traditionally it's always been a 3-week backpacking trip, but over the last couple of years, we have opened up some community-based options as well. So for students who might not be into 2 weeks of backpacking, but the tradition at the end of orientation is that all of the different groups come together and they write down kind of things that they're like letting go from the trip and what they're moving into. And then they put it in this like bonfire. And it's just kind of a way to like say goodbye to whatever's going on in the past. And you're starting this fresh new semester at Prescott College in your new life. And it's definitely one of my favorite traditions, just to see all the new students coming together. And I love it.
Sounds like a tradition we could all use after the last year or two. Embry-Riddle is definitely not known for their football team, mostly because we do not have one. But we are quite famous for our flight team, which was inducted into the Hall of Fame a couple of years ago. And a campus tradition or events that is quite famous throughout Arizona is our October West Festival. So we have an amazing homecoming week that goes on, and the highlight of it is certainly our air show. So we have planes doing tricks, we have people parachuting, jumping out of these planes, doing tricks, just something that I couldn't even begin to properly describe. You saw little snippets of it in the video that I showed earlier, but just truly something amazing to experience.
I was actually a student at GCU, and so we have tons of different fun events that we do throughout the year, which is super fun. One that was really memorable for me while I was a student at GCU was our lip sync battle. This is where all of our students get together into a team and kind of come up with a dance to a track that they want to dance to, and students just kind of get together in our giant arena, and it's so fun. We like to kind of vote for the winners and stuff like that, so it's really very entertaining to watch for sure.
One of my favorites, it's during the first week orientation, is the information fair or info fair. We have over 250 student clubs, and so they all come out and table outside in our red square around the giant fountain. It's just a lot of high energy. There's a lot of free swag that's given out, and of course a lot of free food. So it's just fun to get students connected and welcome them to Western.
I think mine might be a little bit basic, but my favorite is Cougar Football Saturdays. The town population of Pullman triples on football Saturdays, so it's truly a spectacle to behold. We have alumni from all over the place come back, and we also have our current Cougs and recently graduated alum come and celebrate. And I think it's just so cool to see the whole entire town packed with people who are stoked for Coug spirit.
Awesome. Thank you all. We have one more question that we can go ahead and ask before we end our session tonight. And that is, give us an interesting or fun fact about your school.
Darn, I already said mine because I talked about orientation. Interesting or fun fact about your school. Okay. We have, like, I don't even know how to explain this, but so we because of our sustainability models, kind of one of our focuses on the campus, most of our buildings actually have just been taken over and like remodeled. We actually only have 2 buildings on our campus that we have erected or built, I should say. And the cool thing about them is that they're both LEED Platinum certified, and they actually produce enough solar energy to provide energy for the entire rest of our campus. So we are kind of like off the grid, which I think is pretty cool.
For me, one of my favorite facts that I've learned so far stems from our space physics program, where we had a couple of students and professors win a Nobel Prize a couple years ago working on the LIGO project. But Jasmine was one of those students who was only 19 when she started researching on it. At the age of 20, she won the Nobel Prize. She is currently starting astronaut training.
One of the fun facts about GCU is, so we're actually a Division I school, and our men's basketball team actually made it to the first round of the NCAA tournament this year. And it was like the first time in our school history, which was super exciting as an alumni, to be able to kind of experience that. So it's a great time to be a Lope in basketball for sure.
Western, when you come visit campus, you'll one of the first things you'll notice is all of our different art statues that we have on campus, and they're all interactive. We have over 36 pieces on our campus, and one of them's really cool because it outlines the tide flow of these local San Juan Islands. So I think that's really cool.
I guess this is a funny fact, but our original mascot was a terrier named Squirt. We used to have a live cougar that didn't last very long, and then we had Squirt, and then we moved back to the cougars. So here we are.
Awesome. Love those fun facts. Well, thank you all for coming tonight. I do have a couple housekeeping things and a little bit, just a little bit of reminders before I let you all leave. When you close this window, there will be a link into a very quick 4-question survey. Us at StriveScan would really appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Just a reminder that this is one of the many sessions being hosted, so feel free to sign up for more exactly where you signed up for this session. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as any of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/RMACAC. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and hopefully we will see you soon. Thank you all.